So we just set the flounder net up now, so that's in the bay. Let's see if we can go for a bit of a paddle and see if we can find some oysters. A few oysters there. Just going along, feeling with our feet until we can feel cluster. Mate, there's tons of them here. Good size, nice size. Look at that. Keep big ones probably. Good size one. Good size 3, sorry.
Over there.
Yep.
Not as many over here.
Not as many. Not really an oyster shucking knife, but it will do. I'll give it a good rinse anyway. They're all going to need a bit of a rinse when we get back to camp. Well, while we're harvesting, it'd be rude not to. So, here goes. A fat ass. Oh, I love oysters, eh? Absolutely love them. I didn't bring a shucking knife, which is a bit of a pain. I've only got a little Victorian knife because I wasn't planning on harvesting oysters, but that's right. It doesn't help either. I didn't bring any lemons from home. It's just supermarket lemons, so they're pretty average. Yeah, keep harvesting. Till the tide comes up too much. Some good size ones. Well, actually these are sort of pretty average, but I find them a little bit easier to open. The smaller ones are sometimes the better ones to go for. Definitely got a few now take back to the family. Tons of them. Guess you wouldn't be doing this with bare feet. I mean, I'm using my sand shoes and I can feel that they're sharp through those. So, biggest thing with oysters, you don't want to force them, because if you slip, these will they'll cut you good. And these gloves are more for feeling than, you know, really wanted to be careful. You'd use leather gloves as opposed to just these standard rubberized gloves. And again, you really want shoes. I'll put a photo on the screen now for those of you that are squirmish, look away. But this is the result of an oyster going into your foot. Well, standing on an oyster, sorry. That sent me to hospital with quite a few stitches and a hell of a lot of pain. And then quickly followed infection and yeah, all the fun stuff. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, please wear the right shoes. Where I was, there weren't actually supposed to be oysters there. I was actually floundering, and I'd say it was on a boat ramp, so yeah, someone either threw the rock on the ramp or yeah, I don't know, it shouldn't have been there, and I tripped over it and yeah, nicely sliced my foot, as you've just seen. If you're wondering what the oil slick is, I'm pretty much walking burley at the moment. I use these to make the burley. We added fish oil to it, so there's fish oil everywhere here, so we are very fortunate. We're not it's too shallow for bronzies and stuff, because this place would be smelling real nice. All the fish oil that's coming off my hands. Doesn't matter how many times you rinse them out, the oil still comes out. Alright, that concludes the episode, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Got quite a few oysters there, which was great. Don't have an opportunity to do that all the time, which is why we grabbed a few extra. We also had friends and family that weren't able to go and get some, so it was nice to be able to provide for them too. The remaining ones I've shucked and chucked back in their juices once it was filtered. These go into little bottles and then they'll go into the freezer like this, dated. I don't use them after 3 months, and saying that they don't last 3 months in this house. Great cooked. If you are freezing them, don't eat them raw once they're defrosted. I would suggest only cooking them once they've been frozen. But yeah, one other thing, guys, really loving the messages that we're getting on YouTube at the moment. If you do have a question that's not related to the YouTube video, which I've had a few of recently, jump onto Facebook and Instagram. The page there, it's all linked to my phone. You get to see the stories that happen as they're happening, not 2 or 3 weeks prior like this one will be. And we've actually had subscribers and followers join us on some of the trips just from messaging us when we put a story up, when we're on a certain beach, and they come along and they join in with the fun, which is great. It's really cool meeting you guys. Thoroughly enjoy it, and it's cool to be able to show you some of the tips and tricks that we've learned along the way. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.